I'm so sick and tired.
Of
general, just in general, man. I'm just sick and tired in general. I've had enough. I've lost it. I've lost the plot.
That's good. That's how we'll start the video. Just you eating noodles saying you've given up on life.
Should we record an episode, Elliott?
No, I'm kind of enjoying this. I think it can just be like 10 minutes of mental breakdown and then just save everyone the bother.
To be fair, like, I don't do this whole. If I'm honest, like, I will never, to the day I die, do any sort of like self-promotion video. I know, you know, the ones where it's serious, where you got to be serious.
Oh God,
I just won't do it. I refuse.
Hey everyone, I'm Nico Rogers.
I'm Elliott Alvarez.
And this is One Shot at a Time.
Intro music.
Okay, so
What's the
today
plan?
we are joined by Celyn from Black Tree Vultures, a very lovely man,
What's
and
up?
we're here to talk about their new song, Veins. How have Black Tree Vultures been during lockdown?
Well, that is a very personal question. So I'm not licensed to answer anything, if I'm honest.
I'm not authorized to answer your question.
That's fair
Well,
enough. That makes sense.
It's going to make
No,
the process really difficult.
We did a big release in November, one of our first tracks, and then we released the second track in December. So we've just been doing that, really, just releasing tracks to the digital world, not being able to play them live.
Have you had these songs recorded a while? Or?
Yeah, we recorded them, believe it or not, back in sort of January, February, just before the lockdown hit.
Okay.
So we recorded them in Spain, and we literally took one of the last flights before this sort of COVID thing hit, before it became massive.
It's so hot right now.
And the producer Will was mixing and mastering it while we were in lockdown. So we've been sat on these for at least 6-7 months before anything happened, because we didn't know when to release it.
Yeah.
It was really difficult, but as time went on, the distant hope got thinner and thinner, and we decided to go, do you know what? The world needs a bit of positivity. So we just released some stuff.
So what made you go with
That's
Spain?
basically.
Yeah, I was going to say, Will is not the most famous name.
Yeah, Will Mayer is his name. He's a really, really good producer. And he's a residential studio. So what's awesome about that is, instead of we've done recordings before where we've turned up on the day, we all go home at the end of the day, and if it takes 3 or 4 days, you're doing this trip back and forth every morning and afternoon. But with Spain, we had this big sort of upstairs bedroom area, and we just went to Spain for about a week.
Fair enough.
Just-
Very good.
I was walking down the stairs in pajamas, and Aaron was just tracking guitars. It was the life for a week. It was great.
Amazing.
It suddenly makes
pretty
Wales
good.
and Reading not sound so classy anymore. Wait, so what made you, obviously...
Wales is good.
You said you wanted to bring some light into people's lives, but we've got tracks as well, but we're sort of sitting on them still. What made you, go, you know what, it's time?
We're still in that sort of EP era of our band, I think. We're quite critical of our work. So I don't personally, and this has caused many of a disagreement upon the band, but I still don't feel ready to do a big 10-track album or whatever track album it is. So we're still in the sort of EP stages. So we were potentially going to be holding these back for an album, but I thought, you know what? This is the best we've done to date, but I know we can do better. Well, I had this theory about a year and a half ago, and I did bring it to the guys when we did our second EP, and I said, look, this big album that gets dropped, it's not the way to do it, because it creates a big splash, but very quickly with this instant society, people are, and not, I don't know how to put this, but people just want the next thing straight away. As soon as they've consumed it, they want the next thing. You don't go to the record player and put the record. It's digital. There's thousands and thousands accessed by your phone. Yeah. So if you just like drop a little sum,
I think that's why we've been so hesitant.
Oh,
Like
well.
we said, because we don't know when this is all going to end. We're like, do we start releasing stuff now and then not have anything to tour? Or do we release stuff now? Because not many people are. And it's actually probably quite a smart place to release it, to be fair.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
There's no hope. That's the. Well, I'm not saying there's no hope, but like that's very negative. Sorry, back.
You're so
Come
cheery.
back. Come back to the negativity circle, everyone.
Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you.
I was going to say, now you've hit
So-
Brexit. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that, man.
What's the rules on that? Like, so not only do you not know whenever it's happening, you don't even know if you can do the thing that might not be happening.
Oh, I'll give you a
Like-
hint. You can't. Like,
Yeah, well, there's always ways around it. There's always
yeah,
ways around it.
precisely.
You can, just don't take your ham sandwich.
Okay, can I take off the meat and leave me the bread?
No, everything will be confiscated. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. I'm sorry.
So that's actually a really good point. You've got this new track, and you couldn't get together to shoot a video. We know you couldn't get together at all. As you've told us. So, like, what was the process like of creating a video for a new song?
So for Veins, we were a bit stuck. So we've
Yeah.
done the performance sort of video. You can see our side of performing. You've got the lyric video. What do you do for video number 3? And I felt that, especially towards the sort of end of last year, everyone's missing live music. Everyone's not forgetting what it's being to be like at a live show, but like it's almost getting to that point where it's just a distant memory. So we basically compiled all this footage that we've been taking in the last sort of 3 years of all the gigs we've been to, the traveling left, right, and center, and we all compiled it into one like sort of big compilation video of little moments here and there.
Highlight of video for me, obviously, is the dive over the chairs.
Yeah.
I gotta say
It does stand out
Like-
quite a bit, doesn't it?
it just, yeah, it was so cool. And maybe I'm not the best judge of that because I'm decidedly uncool. But I was like, that's so wicked. And as a moment in a video, that's really nice and standout.
That was shot in Amsterdam, in Holland, sorry, but like
What?
it was just basically it was just all basically done with when we were out there, when we were touring. Just all I can say is always keep your phone on. Just always keep your phone on, because obviously there's different characters and in bands. You got those sort of maybe the more recluse side of the ones. You got the extrovert sort of people, and there's always something going on, right?
Yeah.
And these are good memories, but like you gotta capture them. You gotta capture them. So I literally just went. I just said to Ched, we were hungover. I can't believe I tried to do this hungover. I said to him, "How many chairs do you reckon I can jump over?" And we started with 3, and then I think in the video 6, I think, and I was going to do 7, but then we had a show and someone said I shouldn't do it, and then we had a fight about it. No, I'm joking. There's another bit in there where I try and crack a can on my head, because have you seen people do that?
Yeah.
Like
people
they make it look so easy.
Oh, we do it
It's
all the
not.
time. Yeah.
Can you do it?
I'm just going to say yes, because you
Like,
had us prove it for like a year.
Exactly. I will eventually. Like that's the
Elliott
problem
does
with this
glass
sort of
bottles.
lie. Crush
Elliott just
bottles,
puts a
isn't it?
glass bottle on his head and just
Yeah,
flattens
it just
mad.
goes back to sand. It's just
I've seen anything like it.
It goes back to sand. Yeah, so I try and crush a can on my head, don't work at all. Little bits of that, just bits and pieces. There's some cool moments in that video.
It's actually quite nice because, like I say, yeah, we obviously try and do it here, but it's like a lot of sort of behind the scenes footage and actually just seeing the general personalities coming through from people. Because, like you say, everyone is completely different in a band, especially in our band, and there are some priceless moments I wish I'd captured, but it's one of those things we don't really. I guess we're the opposite. We don't walk around too much with our phones in our hands.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's either if you have your phone out, do you actually see it, sort of thing? Do you know what I mean?
I would literally have a memory from when I was, I don't know, 22 or so. Happened to be going through, I think it was Hyde Park or one of the parks, and the Pope was randomly there. Like, I was like, why is there like 1 million people queued up here? And then the Pope comes along in his Pope-mobile, and I remember filming it and not actually once seeing it in person. I remember looking back at it on my phone and being like...
So the philosophical question there is, did you actually see the Pope?
I know, precisely.
We were on the way to the Robin 2, which is in Wolverhampton, I think. and we sort of go up in 2 cars. So me and John normally go together in his car, and Ched and Aaron go in the van. We pulled into this petrol station. I have to stand up and do this, so I'm going to do it properly.
Okay. I'm ready.
So Ched has purchased some stuff from Marks and Spencer's, and he's gone to the self-checkout bit, and he's carrying I think it was a sandwich, some crisps, some Percy Pigs, and he's sort of like, as he's coming up to sort of scan the first item, I come out of nowhere and I completely keck him. Like, trousers, pants, the lot, right? So he's there now, no trousers on, and his Percy Pigs are flying all over the place, and he's trying to pick stuff up while holding his trousers and dropping stuff, and there's unexpected item in the bagging area going on. And he was so angry with me. Like, I cannot even begin. Like, he did not see the funny side at all. And I remember him, like, running up to me, looking like he was going to actually punch me. But he decided to go to the van instead and he didn't speak to me for the entire evening, even, like, up until the point we had to go on. So this, like, he was in a proper, like, 6-hour mood with me. It's a running joke in our band that we try and do that all the time. I mean, in the Veins video, I think you can see a classic Celyn and Ched kecking there in some sort of Holland building of some sort of importance. He's standing there doing this, and I just come out of nowhere and keck him. It's like a second long.
Right, we're derailing. Let's get back on the train.
Sorry.
So no, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the lyrics of the song, the content, the meaning.
So the music sort of gets presented to me, and they just go, right, write something on that. Okay. And then, you know, I write something, and then a lot of it comes from like a personal diary sort of thing. So when I wrote this, I was a very angry individual. So there's a very, it was originally titled Blood for Gold for some reason. I think the original plan was to sort of make we're this traveling band, and there's very little reward, but like it's very difficult to achieve what you want to achieve. But you get no money, and then all of a sudden you put all this blood in for gold, and it's basically this sort of. But then there's just the lyrics I wrote didn't really work, and I was in a bit of a writer's block lyrically, and it was just this frustration. It was almost like a frustration of not being able to write, and then so I decided to just put as many sort of as many creative, imaginative sort of thing lyrics that I could put down, like what would sound cool if almost like every line's a title of a track.
Yeah,
was my idea.
All right.
So
that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, so I couldn't write, so I just wrote as many titles of the tracks that I could, and then slotted them together where it sounded nice, and then it came out to be that, really, with the idea of the we couldn't write a chorus, so we tried loads of different things, and I tried lyrically making a melody chorus, and it didn't work. I tried to do some sort of a more withdrawn chorus, but then after playing it, I went to the boys and I said, what if there was no chorus, and you have the drop? There's a drop in the chorus where it's like, my veins fill up with down. So that bit became the chorus almost. Yeah. So we just went with the sort of like that sort of drop as the main bit of the song.
To me, it's like, it's kind of weird. It is a kind of a blend of songs in a way. In terms of styles as well, it's sort of very, like we were saying just before, it's sort of like, I guess Metallica meets Volbeat. It's probably the best way to describe it. Like, it's just...
Feel free to take that as the massive compliment that it is.
Yeah,
I'm really not. I think you're lying to me, which is fine.
Why?
Lying to me is fine, but at least turn your camera on to when you lie to my eyes. Nah, I don't know. I think it's what's hilarious about this entire thing is I've been introduced to rock at an extremely late stage of my life.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a massive fan of Bob Dylan. Like, love the guy. I could probably get it. Yeah, let me get it.
Fair enough.
That thing's
Dylan on our podcast. What are you doing here?
Anything to say?
I'm more or less rated on a lot of things.
Now I've got a tattoo of this guy on my leg. You know, I'm a massive folk fan, massive Dire Straits fan. Take me back to the 70s, please. 60s, 70s, please. I'll just stay there. You know, so much so that, and it was in 2019. I first heard of Metallica.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. So why are you in a rock band? Not in like a harsh way, but in a just out of curiosity.
No, I was playing cover bands. Like I've always enjoyed music. I've always loved music. I've always loved performing. I've done performance at school and musicals and stuff. And I was in this sort of localized cover band. We just did like sort of Chuck Berry songs and that sort of, like I said, like the sort of 50s, 60s, 70s stuff. And just saw this advert on Join My Band. It was just like, God, I want to do original. Turned up and they were playing this sort of really heavy stuff, but I was really digging it, man.
Yeah, fair play.
And I think I had to go in. They were like, your audition song is, I think it was For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Oh, no way.
And I was like, I've never heard of this song before. Like, and the other one was Cochise by Audio Slave.
Okay.
Banger. Absolute banger.
Again, never heard of it.
Fair enough.
Never heard of it. And it was very difficult to do an audition when I had 3 days to prep for, when I had no idea how the song went and no idea what the lyrics or even what the bands were.
I was going to say, like, lyrically, A, those two covers are very different styles. And
Well,
B, it's
tell
very
me about
different
it.
from what you were singing before as well. So it's kind of like...
Exactly.
Because you have quite a lot of gravel in your voice, considering you're not from that sort
That's
of...
yeah. Every morning I go outside and I just I lick the tarmac on the roads.
I'm not even sorry.
So, if people want to find you, obviously not at venues at the moment, but where can people find you guys online?
That's a very good question. I mean, we're on Facebook, Black Tree Vultures. We're on Instagram. At something, one
We'll do the research for
would
you.
one would prep, but you're talking to me, so
It's true.
Well,
and
we'll definitely drop down in the description. We'll drop a link. To
Oh, yeah, cool.
your guys' Spotify,
I was going to say, oh, nice one.
just to make sure that you get heard. Got to say, absolutely top band. Really, really nice guys. If you ever do happen to be somewhere that you can catch one of their shows, go and meet them, especially. And this is something that
Spaghetti.
you and I have bonded over, other than touch my spaghetti.
Yeah.
You're another big member of like the band geek culture scene.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I think it's me, you, and Cole at the moment who sort of leads that
Cole
front.
Bryant from Hell's Gazelles.
I was going to say, you
who
say
are
scene
massive losers.
as if there's more than 3 of you.
There is more than 3. They just, you never know. They're just hiding in their mum's closet.
The others are just busy. Okay,
Yeah.
they've got a lot on.
You're right. No, you're right. Absolute nerd. I'll take it.
Thank you so much for joining us today, man. It's
Yeah,
been
really appreciate it.
lovely to catch up. If nothing else,
I did literally nothing.
What do you mean?
Like
provided
you say thank you as if I provided something. I didn't provide anything.
Mate,
I'm
you
just
gave us
sitting
a
here.
spaghetti moment that no one's ever going to forget.
No one will ever forget the famous spaghetti moment. That's for sure.
never spaghetti. The spaghetti. That's what they'll say.
Never. That's what they'll say.
It's going to be carved
That's what they'll say.
into my tombstone. Beautiful.
Is that what he'll say? Never forget my spaghetti.
Well, it won't have my name on it. It's just that.
Just there's no name. Is there a date? Is there a date? Please say there's a date.
Only my date of birth, not my date of death. It's just a big question mark.
Not even too sure if he's gone.
Well,
That's brilliant.
It's been I was going to say a pleasure. It's been a spaghetti-filled adventure having you on.
Well,
Dylan.
when I speak to you, what I try and do is have like a genuine, like non-laugh conversation to see who breaks first. That's what I try and do. I try and speak as normal as I can, being as weird as I can until one of us breaks. Now, so far, I think the score is 6-0 in your favour.
Be sure to use the links downstairs. I was going to say use the links downstairs to check out Black Tree Vultures. If you like the video, please give us a like, share things, subscribe to the band's whiskey, ring the bell. See you guys next time. Well, who are you saying hello to?
Have you missed this whole thing?
My other half.
Yeah.
This is drama.
Do you want to do the send off again, or should we just leave that as that sort of crazy?
Every single one
Yeah,
is
brilliant.
so far.
Peace out. Love you all.
Ciao, Bella.
My face ain't filled up with
I was actually meant to ask, how did you guys get your name?
Okay.
Not your birth name, the band name. But then,
so-
but then
My
birthday as well.
I was either going to be Sebastian or Elliott, so I'm either Sebastian after the Little Mermaid, or Elliott from
After the crab.
Yeah, or Elliott from ET.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2. Then Elliot will go 3, 4. You can go 5, 6. And that's how we line the videos up.
Why do we should start on like we should start on 14
Okay.
and then I'll end on 20.
Okay.
Yeah? Is that how it works?
You don't
Yeah.
know 19,
That's
but
what you want, babes.
you can do 3
That's-
numbers.
yeah.
Whatever makes you
You can
happy.
have 3.
Yeah,
Hang on,
okay.
wait, no. So you go 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh yeah, I need to do 3.
14,
Yeah.
15.
16, 17.
18, 19, 20. Sorry, I lost it. I would really like if I don't know if it's achievable. Am I going to be filmed?
Yeah.
Do
You
you
are
reckon I can
live
do the
on candid camera.
I want to see if I can try the Lady in the Tramp moment, but digitally with one of you guys. So feel free to join in on this.
I don't have a noodle. I'll use my glasses. All right, tell me when to suck the noodle.
Suck the noodle now.
Yes, Daddy.
I was so composed, and you said, "Tell me when to suck the noodle."
Well,